Good afternoon. It's me again, Soni Irabor here. It's a solemn time. Yes, we're also discussing issues that are important enough to make you laugh and be happy. On a Sunday afternoon, you've been saying, thank you, Lord, for giving me another day. And also, we look at the weather. It's been clement, and in some other parts of Nigeria, it's probably cloudy. But in other parts of the world, it's cold. In other parts, so dry, so windy, so dusty. But that's what the world is all about, okay? But when you talk about looking at the world from the tube or from the celluloid, you have people who just bring the world to your bedroom, to your conscience, your subconscious. They make you think, they make you remember that, hey, once upon a time, there was one big man that created the heaven and the earth and just compartmentalized everything into various, facets. You have day, you have night, you have time, you have sunshine, you have dryness, you have everything. But that's going too genetic and too deep. But what about somebody who just woke up one day and started making celluloid, images to run about? First, there was no sound. Then sound came. And then there were the Charlie Chaplins of this world who just made people laugh by not even making sound at all. And today, that celluloid is predetermining, sometimes predicting, sometimes just laughing and reminiscing on issues around us. And that's why you have people who are legends of Nollywood. And then you have those who've done so much to try and ensure that come what may, no matter what, they have played a role in their lives in this world and they've made the best of it. So, welcome to Inspiration 92.3, Soni Irabor Live, featuring the Legends of Nollywood Awards Committee, led by Paul Obasele. And we have two others with him here, and I'm going to get them to introduce themselves one after the other. Paul, you start by introducing yourself all over again. That's your punishment.
Thank you very much, Uncle. Pardon me, I must call you Uncle here. I can't call you by name. I was not brought up that way. And therefore,
but my name remains Soni Irabor, so you're free.
Okay. My name is Paul Obasele. I happen to be the CEO of Royal Pictures Ltd, the owners of Legends of Nollywood, and 12 ambassadors. We are a film and television production company.
Okay. And the man who is in the middle of them all.
Good afternoon, Uncle Soni Irabor. We can't stop.
You're welcome.
That, yeah.
You're welcome.
I'm Clement Onobo, the marketing executive of Royal Pictures,
Okay.
the owner of Legends of Nollywood.
Okay. And
good afternoon.
good afternoon.
Uncle Soni Irabor. My name is Don Pedro Aganbi.
Good afternoon, Uncle Don Pedro. One go, let's draw.
I'm actually in charge of mobilization and logistics, Legends of Nollywood Awards, and I'm also the chairman, Actors Guild of Nigeria, Lagos chapter.
Okay. Well, Nollywood has a strong presence here today. Now, what is all these Legends of Nollywood Award about?
Simply put, Legends of Nollywood started as a talk show. We've run our course for about 8 years running.
Really?
And what we do, we sit with people who have made their mark on television and movies. And we talk to the people behind the scene, the producers, the directors, the executive producers. But then we have a description and a definition of the kind of people we want to talk to. So if you have not made 10 years, you don't have a 10 years mark. You can't sit on that seat.
Okay.
And therefore, for 8 years, we've done it. I think we can proudly say we have the largest collection of people we have interviewed, movie makers. And it now metamorphosed into what we call the Legends of Nollywood Award.
Okay.
Simply because we found out that most veterans, people who weathered the storm for us on the Nigerian television scenes, and that created what we have as Nollywood today under the cover. under the weather. They've been beaten by the weather of frustration. They've been dealt with so badly because of what pervades our system today, vis-a-vis piracy. And we now also found out that most of them were dying. Most of them were neglected. And most of them could not actually take care of themselves medically. When I said we should not sing their songs when they are dead, we should sing their songs while they are still alive. And therefore, let us go to the yesterday of Nollywood. Let us visit the people of Kokro Adon. Let us visit the people of a village headmaster, Ichoku, Mind Bending, Second Chance, name them. Those soap operas and those TV series that made the waves those days, that made Nigerians run back home, that cultured us, that taught us how we have to live, that taught us how strong and resilient we are as Nigerians. There were some set of people who put those stories together. Let us sing their songs today. And therefore we started. The first edition was a success story. The second one, there came a yearning that we must do it. And this is the third season. And we now said, let us look at our national anthem, the most beautiful on the surface of this earth. And if you look at in one of the lines in the stanzas, they say, the labors of our heroes past shall not
be in vain.
Yeah. And therefore, these are people who have labored. These are people who have been able to put pictures together, put stories together, tell us how great and wonderful we are, tell us how resilient this nation is, what our cultures and our traditions are. And we said, let us go out there and do it. And that is why we're doing the Legends of Nollywood.
Well, that's quite thoughtful of you. I must say, it's deep. Because I was looking at you and feeling the passion with which you expressed yourself just now. And, the name again, first name. Clem, yes, I must not forget. I have two Clems that I remember very well. Okay. And strangely enough, one is very tall. They're both very tall. One I met, he used to be my producer those days, Clement D.A.
Okay.
And the other one is Clem Ohameze, that works in a very rather robotic, stylistic way, but I've never met him, But we will get there. So, Clem, you said your marketing, right?
Yes.
Okay. What are you going to market? Is it to fish out all those old people who have, thank God, some of them haven't gone yet?
Yeah, like he said, we try to reach the public. We try to set, set the minds of our people right to know that these people, they didn't just come and just pass through our lives. They are still there. We'll try to bring them closer to these people, especially the people that gave us, reasons to smile, to laugh. Especially, on Sundays. Most Sundays, you see families, they gather together for a particular program on NTA then. The Zebediahs. Families, they look forward to watching this program. So this generation, they did not grow up knowing these people. We try to bring these people closer to the generation of today. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make them alive again. Bridging the gap between this generation and those that actually created, room for us to be relaxed. And don't forget, they took so many things away with them.
Yeah.
They say laughter is a very good medicine.
As readers, they just used to say, laughter is the best medicine.
The best medicine. So we're trying to make them understand how it works. The people that brought this.
Okay. Right. And, of course, the Baba himself, president of the Guild of...
Chairman.
Okay.
Actors Guild Lagos chapter.
Now, Lagos is a big city in the industry. But I don't know if Lagos covers enough production, control also in the industry. Let's start from there.
Lagos does. Lagos is a hub of the Nigerian entertainment industry. If you take Lagos from entertainment, you perhaps will not have entertainment in Nigeria. There's a large cluster and gamut of talents in Lagos. And so that is why when you're having such events, legends of Nollywood in Lagos, that you agree with me that Lagos just becomes a home, because Lagos is the home of all entertainers. Lagos has given entertainers a place to live. Lagos has given them the right environment. Lagos has given them even opportunity to express themselves. Okay, so as someone in charge of mobilization, then we are like the host.
Okay,
we are like the host because we have all the legends from across the nation coming to Lagos. And when they come to Lagos, if you were there last year, you'd be amazed at the level of organization. When they arrive from the airport straight to their hotels, because these are people that we grew up, some of us never imagined we could see them again. I mean, growing up somewhere in the creeks of the Niger Delta, we never thought that we could see the Zebudayas of this world. It's beautiful. So back to your question, Lagos, is the host.
Yeah.
Woke up early this morning with a smile on my face. Thought you were next to me, but then I see you walking away. Something right this morning. Is it a sign he's leaving me? So I call on a friend whom I know better than me. She says you worry much about things you don't understand, but don't give up if it doesn't go with the plan. Why not have some fun while you're still young and still okay? Cause life is short, do what you can today. Why can't you be happy? Ooh, 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 ooh. Why can't we be happy? Ooh, 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 ooh. What is life about? Did nobody tell you? The reason why I ask, I can see you're so confused. Oh, you worry much about the things you can't see. You have it all with your money, you still complain. Why not live this life while you're still young and still okay? Cause life is short, do what you can today. Why can't we be happy? Why
here we are. What you've said actually is very thought-provoking because we've lost quite a few of the great names in Nollywood in recent years.
Yeah.
This year alone, so many have died.
Yeah.
Last year, the same thing.
Yeah.
Is something wrong?
Let me take you back a little bit. The first edition, Uncle Justice Osiri was sitting with Uncle Eddie Buma and some other people. And Uncle Justice turned and looked at me and said, Paul, why am I not in this first edition? I told him,
What?
Uncle, next year, your own is coming up. And he told me, what makes you think I'll stay till next year?
Hey.
And I was like, where are you going to? 2 months later, he died.
Wow.
Then when the second edition came in, Femi Robinson came up when he was announced, took up his award and said, thank God I got this. Now I can rest. And the hall went wild. Stop that. Don't say that. Where are you going to? That the same thing Uncle Justice said in this hall and he passed on. And they rebuked him. Madam Kufuanko, everybody rebuked him. He repented actually and said, God forgive me. That's why I brought it up is, truth be told, if we don't sing their song, if we don't celebrate them, when we will celebrate them? Is it when they pass on? It becomes very, very painful.
Káàbọ̀.
Meet one of Nigeria's famous batik designer, painter, textile designer, art educator, and gallery owner, Chief Nike Davis Okundaye. She is known for her colorful batik and paintings that offers a modernist gloss of traditional themes.
Let's talk some more.
Yeah, like I said, if we don't sing their songs now, if we don't celebrate them, when we would do that? Is it when they are 6 feet below? When I start telling them the stories? Let them stand and hang out with people who they nurtured, people who they told the truth about what our culture and our tradition is. Somebody like Majek Kudumi of NTA. One of the finest fingers you can think about, you can ever readily call when it comes to editing. Today has almost lost his sight. And I remember those days when we go on set, reports and behind the clouds and whatever thing we're doing, you keep sending him pneumatic tapes, 20 minutes tape. He pulls it together and waits for that prime time and he still airs. Today he cannot, it's not even seen. Lost almost 80% of his eyesight.
I know my Jack very well.
The same thing with Samanja.
Samanja is blind?
Samanja is almost blind. The same thing with Uncle Larry Williams. There's so many veterans that are down. There are so many people who cannot even buy a hospital card. And therefore the onus is on us to say, okay, let us come together, celebrate, and let us see how we can do health insurance for them. Let us see how we can get government to do a waiver for them. Truth be told, the Lagos state government has really tried for movie makers in this country. They've actually supported, most especially the governor of Lagos State has really supported and tried for us. We also give kudos to the president of this country that has tried, but it goes beyond that, beyond what we are seeing. We call for the society, as it were, to join in the celebration of these people, that we remember them, that we come back to what makes us Nigeria, not depending on what the foreign things they are showing us today that is making this younger generation lose a sense of belonging, sense of reality, sense of purpose, where someone has not seen a boarding pass before, speaks all the English more than who has traveled, where somebody
Oh my God, that's below the belt.
where a situation, they know the history of a foreign country more than their own
and that's very sad
yeah,
indeed. Absolutely.
I describe it as a cultural dislocation, and they are neither here nor there. It's as a result of we forgetting the kind of people we are and where we are coming from. And therefore, one of the 4 cardinal points of Allegiance of Nollywood is to, by all means necessary, bring back what our culture is. By all means necessary, fly the green, white, green. By all means necessary, tell them that Nigeria is not a mistake. By all means necessary, make them understand that we are a special breed. By all means necessary, turn the map of Africa upside down again. Show them the position of where Nigeria is. Make them understand that is a gun as you turn it upside down, and the position where Nigeria is a trigger. And because it's a trigger, it is only the trigger that has the power to fire. And Nigeria is in a position to recolonize the world, as it were, taking Africa as its own.
Is this how Paul Obasele is normally?
Yeah. Actually, that is.
Did you feel that passion?
That is him. Is a soldier. He's a soldier, a natural soldier. To add to what you just said, you see, we are not trying to play God by providing insurance for these veterans. We're just trying to keep them where we can reach them. We're trying to bring them,
because they're still relevant, you see.
They are still very
relevant.
That is why we have to keep them where we can reach them. We're trying to bring them into the open for our younger generations to know that these people, they've done this, they've done that. It's not just the foreign operas they're saying, but we've had better operas in this country. But it's a great country. We're trying to bring all this from where they are kept and show it to the public. That's why we try in our best moments to put them together and reintroduce them.
Uncle Soni, I want to remind you something. You remember that in Second Chance, you were a teacher?
Yes, I was the first small teacher.
Yes.
Now imagine where...
and that name they gave me, I'm still recovering from it, Klaga.
No. All this will be shown.
On that day, we have footage. Yes.
Man, I had a lot of afro hair. There's no more hair. That would be nice.
You're going to see that on the 4th, on the 5th, there's going to be a free film show in the National Theatre. So younger generations,
4th, 5th December.
Yeah, December.
Okay.
I must go. You get to see all these films, the Samanja and Village Masters.
Gosh.
And all these old operas.
Coco Close.
House Number 13. You remember all these things?
Well, Kunle Afolayan was here some weeks ago, and I saw this footage of Sadiq Daba.
Good. Yeah.
Kokro Adon, Bitrus.
Yeah.
We have him.
I said, look at Sadiq, he hasn't changed.
We have him, and he's coming. He's
Kunle
presenting.
was laughing at me, and then we now called him. So he's coming on this show. Oh my God!
He's coming, and he's presenting an award.
Oh, amen to that.
Yeah.
Amen.
He the first edition or the second edition, he won an award. And he got the wife to pick it up because he was on location and called in.
Oh boy, that's good.
He called in and people just stood up and they were clapping. Where is he? Where is he? We just showed his image, and the wife. I looked at the wife, and the wife said, "Whoa, I'm made." I said, "We thank God, madam."
Yeah. The fact is, when I see some of these things, I always ask myself, how does one maintain the engine room of creativity when there's a constance, of limitation? Nigeria is so rich and yet so limited. It hurts me. And when I hear you people say all these things, I begin to ask myself, well, to God be the glory. There are things that are happening. Somebody somewhere is thinking for us. And I hope that we who are in charge will remember that if we don't leave something behind, those who are coming after us may curse us.
Yeah, Uncle, I totally believe in what you just said. But the truth still remains again, why should we sit on our own comfort zone? Why wouldn't we leave that normal thinking space we have and think beyond and outside the box? Why can't we believe that without us, Nigeria cannot function?
Let's leave those questions as food for thought, because I'm going to now take some messages.
Vibes here in Lagos, Nigeria, come here. This is where we carry that.
I have Paul Obasele, I have Clem, and I have Don Pedro. people who are feeling for those they know have set the pace ahead of them. Well, I'm popping, but the calls are coming in as well. And somebody said, please, can we have a direct email for Uncle Soni? All right, it's Soni_Irabor@live.com. Soni is SONIO because SONI _Irabor IRABOR @LIVE.com. See, Soni Irabor Live. Soni_Irabor@live.com. So, for those of you who are saying that, I said you're sharing the views that we're expressing, the guests are expressing here. You didn't put your name though. Somebody has asked, these are short messages now, where's Uncle Gaga? I'll leave that to Paul Obasele. And the numbers are around free. Hello. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. There's too much echo. How are you?
My name is Sarah.
Gloria.
Sarah.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to say good afternoon to Paul Obasele.
Good afternoon.
You might not remember me, for some years back, we do meet in the gym at National Stadium.
Paul's face changed when you said gym. But go ahead, madam.
Okay.
Both Fred and Martha.
Okay, Fred is
I
fine.
remember that day you told me, walk on your tummy, not on your thigh. I will not forget. Thank you so much. You have been an inspiration to us.
Thank you, ma'am.
And I appreciate God in your life.
Thank you, ma'am.
I don't know you're a pastor. What are you doing?
Are you a pastor?
I am not a pastor. I try to live the life of what God has created me to.
Yeah.
And therefore, I listen a lot. And I work under somebody called Apostle Anselm Madubuko.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I appreciate God for your life.
Thank you, ma'am.
And also, Clement Onobo.
Clem, what's your last name?
Onobun. ONOBUN.
Okay. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
You're doing a good job. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
And we celebrate you all.
God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Have a
ma'am.
wonderful day.
Thank you. Hello. Hello. Hi. How are you?
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Somebody's screaming behind you.
Yeah, there's my son.
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
I missed the better part of the program. I'm just joining in.
Okay.
I knew you advertised this program earlier, and I was looking forward to it. I was just leaving just now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Paul, how are you?
I'm good.
This is Vincent. The same Vincent you know.
Oh my God, how you doing?
I'm great. And now about the Nollywood Legends Award. I wanted to hear more about it, but I guess I missed a better part of the program. I'll leave it to Uncle Soni to run it.
I will.
When you're running up.
Okay.
I promise you.
Thanks, V.
Well done. Thank you so
Please
much.
kiss that baby. Oh, kiss that baby for me, please.
I will.
Thank you. Hello.
No, double chief.
How are you, sir?
Good afternoon, sir.
Chief Chris himself.
It's Paul Obasele.
Hey, how you doing? This is Paul Obasele.
He
said,
when I hear you are coming on this program, I cast my mind back to that Unique Kingdom film you act as the Oba.
okay, that's after the storm.
I won't forget, my brother. And you mentioned all this cockroach dawn and behind the clouds, second chance. I remember when I used to watch Uncle Soni then. Soni.
Yes, sir.
You, Soni.
Eh?
It's well with you, my brother.
Thank you. Many people don't know that I used to be an actor.
There's this film from the Benin Kingdom then with Udemudia them. What is
Okay.
that thing? What was something? Pot of life or something?
Pot
Oh,
of
yes.
life.
What of life?
Akuiwu.
Please, my brother. All these ones you mentioned you want to show at the National Theatre.
Yeah.
Is there any way you can put it maybe in like a 3D? Because all these ones, these naked ones they show these days, I'm finding it difficult to watch them. But with these ones you mentioned, I wish we can get it back so our children can watch it.
I think you should visit the place on the 4th of December, 5th of December. You know, visit and go and watch and feel
and
the.
Don Pedro and the other man,
Yes.
good job.
Thank you.
You mention all those people you want to celebrate. Look at people like Yato. If not for somebody like this, because they just like to mention. Remember what Yato, right?
Yes.
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 And to come for all those you know, thank you for the good stuff.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you.
Hello, how are you? Good afternoon.
Fine, thank you.
Yeah.
My name is
Your name is what?
on the road. Tim, Tim.
Yes, okay. Hi, Tim?
Yeah, I've been listening to your program. It's good, and I appreciate all these being done by this set of people speaking with you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
And, I want to ask 1 or 2 questions.
Please go ahead.
Yeah. How do you get your funding for this? Is it your personal funding? That's number 1 question. Number 2, I want to find out also those who are, you are celebrating more or less people who are, let me say, not passive any longer in the movie industry. As I heard you talking about those that are visually impaired and all that. I want to say, can you also celebrate those people who are active right now that are relevant also in the music industry?
Good point.
Are you there?
Yes, sir. I'm listening, sir.
Yes, that's my own question.
Okay.
Okay, let me take it straight. Yes, we do part of our funding. Legends of Nollywood does a TV magazine program, and whatever process we get from it, we use it to fund Legends of Nollywood award. That's number 1. Then number 2, we've been able to have support from different people. For example, Inspiration FM is supporting us vis-a-vis running our commercials on air. NTA is doing that. Silverbed is doing that. AIT is doing that. So the large chunk of money used for publicity has been taken away from us. The print media is doing that too. Now we also have some other corporate bodies that are giving us products to give out, like Vigil Make is there, like Security and Exchange is there, like Network Oil and Gas is there, like the Lagos State Government is there. There are so many of them that are coming. There are people who are ready to write off the insurance for this set of people. Now, again, if you look at it, it's a national thing and nobody is cut off. Yes, we celebrate these younger ones. The younger ones cannot be today if there were no older ones. So we do the yesterday of Nollywood to improve our today and our tomorrow. And therefore, the younger ones that are today come in to give the older ones, present awards to them. For example, Genevieve Naji is doing the second stanzas of our national anthem. And if you look at our national anthem, the second stanza is a prayer for the nation. O Lord of creation, direct our noble paths. Give our leaders, teach our leaders right to lead, lead us right, all the things about the second standard. She's going to do it. We have somebody that's doing a guitar for us. We have the likes of Mona Lisa Chinda that is coming up. We have the likes of Ogokoye. We have the likes of Ramsey Noah and Kodia, all there coming in to present awards to the, I use this word, the founding fathers of Nollywood. They have to do it because tomorrow somebody else will do to them when they fall into this category of the people we are celebrating. Now, do not forget again, sir, we said tradition begins at home. If we do not do what our parents taught us how to do, how to respect our elders, how would we expect the younger generation to respect us? So as men under authority and of authority, we are compelled to teach. We are compelled to set the pace. And that is why I will employ your hand today, however you can reach us, vis-a-vis prayers, vis-a-vis whatever thing you can do to put us together, because the country cannot be the country if all hands are not on deck. And these are pace setters. These are people who actually propagate the oneness of this nation, who actually tell the story the way it is. Those things, those salient things you want to say, before you say it to your kids, they have acted it out, and your spirit want to bear witness to what they are saying. So everybody is involved in this celebration.
And I just like the...
Yes, Don, Pedro.
Yes, the caller wanted to ask funding, and we just want to use this opportunity to also call on corporate organization. Because indeed, we're talking about legends of Nollywood, and where better place can you brand your product? This is the place to be. Supporting those who made Nollywood what it is today. Nollywood has become a global brand. Nollywood has exported the image of this nation, much more brighter, than other sectors. So we want to call on corporate organization. It's not too late, to get in touch with us to see how you can support, because it takes a lot to put this together, bringing in all of these athletes from across the nation.
Somebody's taking it out of your mouth.
No.
Said, please, can we have a number or numbers and email for Mr. Obasele? I share his passion and want to help. Bumi? Somebody called Bumi. Just send that text now.
Okay. There's a p.obasele@yahoo.com. There's info@legendsofnollywood.com. There's a Royal Pictures Limited. The limited is ltd.com. And the phone numbers are 080-231-30220.
Okay. Say that again, the number.
080-231-30220.
Okay. In fact, when you were talking about the stanzas of the national anthem, I was also fishing for it, but the people are angry. They want to make calls. Please, hello. Hello.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
It's
Soni Irabor. I greet you all, sir.
Thank you.
Greet you too.
My name is Solomon.
Solomon.
Sir, I just had into your program because I'm just coming from Mr. Chris down. So I just there was a time I was so young. I hear about 25 years old in television. They celebrated.
That was Julie Coker.
So this kind of thing you are talking about, the nice one. I don't know when last we celebrate something like so years in television in Africa or in Nigeria again. Because then all foreign movies were stopped on air, even from EBS Broadcasting Service, which is Endem Broadcasting Service, and NTS, and all those James Bond we watch on Sunday, Saturdays were stopped. Were strictly African movies and great actors from other parts of the world. I watched them back then. So I don't know if you can make something like this for a part for all very soon again. We want to stop American movies. It's a week to celebrate African movies.
Yeah. Surprisingly, it's only DSTV that's really dedicating so much energy and time and channels.
So that's why we need such thing in our local TV channels, because then we have only local TV. How many people will have DSTV then? It was terrestrial satellite. But then the local TV will reach out, bring pure African movies.
Sir, truth be...
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Truth be told, our TV stations, they lost it. I'm going to hit them hard now. Except NTA, most of them don't have programs department.
Oops.
And therefore, the scripting, the veterans you see today were created by NTA. And they just go buy these foreign things, they put it on television. And therefore, they get younger generations confused, where a child will wake up and look at the mother or the father and say, "Daddy, don't be silly." And in Africa, don't be silly is a curse. How would you abuse your parents? Where you look at your father eyeball to eyeball, light a cigarette in his presence and pop his smoke in his face. Where you think you can shout on your parents and all those things. Where you can put your pants under your trousers and you sag, not knowing that they were criminals that did that abroad. Where our girls can actually, before you say Jack Robinson on anything they're watching, is a kiss. And hey, we have our own ways of telling our own love stories. That was what NTA created then. They had so many stories. There are so many ways we can sell our policies. Nigeria does not have a problem. The world does not have a problem, sir. It is man that has a problem. And until man fixes his mindset, it can't work. I'll give you a simple story, sir. A man was working one day, and the sun kept disturbing him. And he took the world map, tore it to pieces, gave to his son, told him, "Fix it. If you put it together, I'll get this for you." The boy, he felt that before the boy could finish fixing it,
he would have time to do whatever he was doing.
And amazingly, the boy came back and gave to him. And I said, "You're a genius. How did you do it?" He said, "Sir, I tried fixing the world map. I couldn't. Coincidentally, I turned the back. I saw a man. I decided to fix the man. And when I fixed the man, the world was fixed. And therefore, if you fix the family and the men in Nigeria will be fixed."
You know the meaning of your name? I will tell you at the end of the program. Okay, guys, we're going to take a short message very soon, but somebody just said, "Wow, Soni, I feel so ancient listening to you talk about those names that we heard every day and who inspired our work. Just met the program, but have not heard the name like Mirror in the Sun." yet, and that's Vera. Her name is Vera.
Vera is the song. You're going to watch it. You're going to watch it if you come in.
And you all remember Lola Fanny
Kayode. Yes.
I wonder where she is.
She's in London, doing well. She's sending her stories and all those things we do.
Beautiful woman.
Great writer, great producer, great director. She's a mind boggler.
And she wrote one of those stories, Mind Bending. Remember?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to take another short break.
Vibes here in Lagos, Nigeria. Come here. This is where the party's at.
The morning, dawn of a new day, the hopes of a new dreams, new ways. My God. Lyrics are coming back to music, you know. Oh, Clem, Don Pedro. It means that language is the power of motivation.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Is there a way we can turn the tide so that Boko can harass itself out of existence? Is there a way that politicians will stop fighting and just face the whole essence of having put them there to serve the people? Is there a way we can stop squandering our riches? Gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
Don Pedro, start.
Oh, my God.
Very deep question. But I think Paul said it all earlier when he said that the problem is man. If we fix the man, then we can fix the nation. We can use the instrumentalities of movies and storytelling to stop all of this. Truth is that we have concentrated a lot of our energy trying to be who we are not.
Clem?
Yeah, personally, I think it's deeper than how we're saying it. You know, the man with the gun can stay without moving and the gun will not be fired. So it is only when the man decides to fire the gun, he pulls the trigger, according to Paul, and the shot is fired and somebody is killed somewhere. What causes this? I think it's hunger.
Hunger of what? Ideology?
Ideology? Food? You see, we are not educating our people what it is to take a man's life. Because the man is hungry, you know this man is hungry, you give him, a cup of rice, and you tell him, do this. He becomes your slave, and he does that, and that is it. Until the government sees it as a priority to support our cause. You see, nobody will have time for all this. The Haram will Boko itself, out of our nation. It's just that.
Paul.
Simply put, sir, it's a mind game. Somebody institutionalized corruption from 1985 to date. Remember to say 40 years is a generation. We've lived a life of lies. We've lived a life of selfishness, where the nation is second. And therefore the onus is on you, Uncle Soni, and myself to rechart the course and turn the ship steadily back to course, where we will tell our younger ones that there's what you used to call a white collar's job. When they finish secondary school, we put on our white shirt and our black tie, we go and start learning how to work, not depending on a Yahoo thing, not trying to create an avenue or excuse to go and defraud, not creating an avenue to become a militant, not creating an avenue to become complacent to what my rights are, making the man who I have voted for to have conscience, to do that which he ought to do for me, not making me feel that he is doing me a favor, making us understand that if this nation is torn into two, there will be no other nation, making us believe that the time has come for us to truly make people understand there cannot be another nation, there cannot be another set of people, that there's no nation. Intentionally, we're doing this, that there's no nation that is as beautiful as this country. It is what we make this country that the country is. And therefore, like Pedro said, it becomes a systematic chart of mindset creation, the vision we put on television, the policies government wants us to do, the things we need to educate our children with. For example, sir, somebody comes in to start teaching French to our younger ones. I am not a racist, sir. Have we finished teaching them what the Hausa language is, or what the Yoruba language is, or what the Yoruba language is? We are teaching them French. What are we teaching them French for? Do they teach the people, the French nations, do they teach Yoruba language in their school? So it's a wrong priority, as it were, because we want to be what we are not. Let us for once be who we used to be, our brothers keepers, where there was no fence to any house, where if I see you, I spank your butt for you that you did something wrong, and you tell me, uncle, please don't tell my father.
And at least the lesson was learned.
Yes.
Okay, now the event again is December 4th and 5th
and 6th.
And 6th. Okay. 4 and 5 are the film shows of yesteryear.
Yes, where autographs
6th is the award ceremony.
Yes, sir. Amazingly, autographs will be signed. And what we want to do actually
and you're bringing all the legends there?
All the legends are coming out. But most importantly, sir, we want to create tables for the physically challenged.
Okay.
For the cripples, the blind. Pardon me if I use this word, the dwarfs. Pardon me.
Okay.
Physically impaired. Let me use that word now. They are coming in because they are the greater Nigerians.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so this is how we conclude this program today. And I just want to leave, because of the tone of this conversation today, there's a record I like to play to remind us of our consciences and what the things we need to do. This is by Bette Midler, and it's from a distance, because before I came to this show today, I met a lady who said, I would like you to play this record for me. It's important. It means a lot to me. And I'm dedicating this song to a lady. Bette Midler, From a Distance.
From a distance, the world looks blue and green, and the snow-capped mountains white. From a distance, the ocean meets the stream, and the eagle takes to flight. From a distance, there is harmony, and it echoes through the land. It's the voice of hope, it's the voice of peace, it's the voice of every man. From a distance, we all have enough, and no one is in need. And there are no guns, no bombs, and no disease, no hungry mouths to feed. From a distance, we are instruments marching in a common band, playing songs of hope, playing from a distance. I